Well, Patty, it's Wednesday, which means it's time for one thing and one thing only.
I know what that is. Hit it, Bob.
Midweek Update.
Welcome back, everyone. My name's Patrick.
I'm Patty.
But I guess you probably already knew that.
This.
So this is our weekly episode. It's our new old weekly episode. Is that right? Or
I don't know.
Old new weekly I don't know.
Our new old. Yeah.
I know we said we probably wouldn't do these every week, but probably for a while we are going to do them just because
to kind of get in the rhythm.
And there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
There's just times of the year where there's not a lot going on. But right now,
we're pretty busy.
Yeah, I think going into the holidays
is always kind of ramped up.
Yeah. I did want to update everybody real quickly on last week's episode because I know people were really excited. We heard your comments. We saw them on Facebook, at YouTube. Thank you so much for that. It means a lot. But I wanted to share.
Okay.
So we ended up getting, at the time of this recording, 3,000 views on that video last week.
All right.
But halfway through, we were down to like 650 people actually watching.
Really?
And by the end of the video, there was only about 550. Now, most likely, those 550 are you that we're talking to. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people click on the midweek update, and then they just see, like two 50-year-olds talking heads.
Jibber-jabbers, yeah.
And they're like, yeah, I'm out of here. But we really appreciate the 550 of you that watch it all the way through.
Thank you.
And it means a lot to us. So, but I wanted to share that because I think some people might see that number. They're like, oh my gosh, they're getting 3,000 views. But you don't always see everything we see. And so like the audience what we call audience retention time was...
It didn't hold.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
And again, that's fine because if there was a way we could send it out just to those of you that actually watch it, I would love to do that.
Yeah.
The problem is the only real way to do that would be through like a paywall, meaning like where it would be like for members only, and we don't want to do that. The reason we don't give special content to our members is we've never wanted to charge people for our content.
Yeah, we never have.
No.
Not our thing.
And so our members, and if you're like, what's a member? If you're on, I think it's a mobile device, you'll see a join button. We have 2 tiers of memberships, and about the only thing you get, whether you go with the lower tier or the higher tier, and the higher tier is $5 a month. I think the lower tier is 99 cents a month. Mainly it gets you early access to our videos. Okay. Not a big deal. But 100% of the money we get from YouTube for those memberships, we donate to charity.
Yep, always.
Yep, we always do. So the first 6 months we donated to Faith and Support, a cancer organization down in North Carolina that is near and dear to both of our hearts.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll be doing another donation of our membership fees coming up in December or January. So anyway, but I just wanted to share that because I thought maybe people would be interested to know like how many people are watching and do they really watch it? And,
yeah.
But yeah, some. It's kind of deceiving though because you get all excited. You're like, oh my gosh, 3,000 views, and then like I want to say at the 30-second mark, it was down to 69%. So what would that be? So we lost about 900 people in the first 30 seconds. Bob. No, we're not gonna blame Bob for that, but
Bob.
Yeah, poor Bob. Bob's like, I didn't even give you permission to use. Actually, you did, Bob. But oh my gosh! But I did see Bob comment, and we hadn't heard from Bob in a long time, and that's why we're back to doing these.
Sure,
so, anyway,
absolutely.
I did switch out to the green since we're in the holiday season.
The holiday season. Yep.
Yeah. So, so Patty, since last week, the whole point of this episode is to talk about what has happened with the McCormicks. And last Friday.
Right.
You know what happened last Friday?
I'm trying to remember. My days blur together.
Myron came.
Oh, he did.
If you're not familiar with who Myron is,
now
not really sure why you're watching this. Because anyway, Swaj most likely watches most episodes. But Myron from Landstar RV, he is a mobile tech here in Northeast Indiana who we have adopted as our only son.
Yeah, our only son. And
yeah.
He comes and helps out with the trailer and does different little odds and end projects that we need done. I mean, we pay him, but he came Friday and did a bunch of stuff with you.
Yeah, so we ended up, there was some warranty work through Alliance that he had gotten, or we had gotten approved to use him for. Our lights in the living room, whenever we would dim them down, they would flicker
like
really
a disco.
bad. Yeah,
it would really mess with your eyes.
To the point we couldn't even use them.
No, give me a headache.
And so he ended up fixing that, found out it was just a bad switch, we think, because they seem to be working.
Awesome.
And then Alliance had sent us 3 outlets with USBs, but they said we had to install them. And so Myron did that for me. And then, gosh, what else?
Hallway light, remember the switch or something?
Oh, yes, he installed a switch for our hallway light. If you saw the 5 things we hate about our Alliance.
It's crazy how they did this.
The only switch for the hallway light is when you first enter the RV, but the hallway is like back by the bedroom.
So if you want the hallway light on like in the night and you're going to the bathroom or something and you need a light, there's no switch there.
So you would have to stumble down the steps to get out to the main door to turn on the hallway light. So yeah, Myron put a switch up there for us.
Yep.
And and then we found some more warranty work, but we couldn't do that because we have to get all the
parts and pieces.
Well, and the permission.
Yep, absolutely.
Which, by the way, again, I cannot say enough about Alliance service. I emailed Alliance over the weekend with the photos and everything, and I immediately got a response from Michelle, who's been helping me, saying, does this have anything to do with your lights that we've already authorized? And I was like, no, those lights are different from the slide out wiring.
No, it's different.
Issue. But so she went ahead, she said, okay, well, we have to send this to somebody else. I must have missed a step. She's like the second part of the step.
Oh, okay.
But she goes, I'll go ahead and forward it for you. Got a reply within a few hours from the first person I should have sent it to saying, got everything. We're going to get this forwarded. Like, they are being so responsive through email.
That is awesome.
So, build quality, customer service.
Awesome.
Nicely done,
plus,
Alliance.
A++. Yeah, because there's Myron thinks the wiring should be routed differently.
Yeah, we keep having an issue where the wires are falling down when we travel on the slide out. They just don't stay up, and he's just said
they rub on the tires.
He's like, they're going to rub on the tire. So he thinks they need to reroute. It's going to be a little bit bigger project if they give him the authorization to do it. But yeah, can't thank Myron enough. If you ever need repair work, and you can come to Northeast Indiana, I'm telling you, we'll get you all set up with Myron. He does great work.
Awesome.
Attention to detail.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I don't know who drives who more crazy, Myron to me or me to Myron. Okay. Myron is very detail oriented. He worries about the least little things, and I'm always like, Myron, who cares? So in the bedroom, he installed the outlets upside down, which upside down just means that the negative, the little round plug, was on the top versus the bottom. But it doesn't affect the outlet. The outlet works fine.
Yeah.
He had the first one in. He was almost done with the second one. He goes, oh my gosh, I did these upside down. I'm going to remove them. I'm like, no, you're not. I was like, why would you do that? And he goes, well, it's upside down. I'm like, first of all, it's in the bedroom. It's tucked back in those corners.
You don't really see it.
Who's going to see it?
Because then we have don't we have to plug in our phone?
Yeah, we just plug in our
chargers.
Our chargers and stuff.
It's like a little display. You don't even see the outlet.
So I'm like, Myron, and same way with the switch for the hallway. Yeah, we pulled the cap where there's supposed to be a Wi-Fi booster. I'm like, let's just tap in right there, and then you could kind of see it. And he was like, all worried about this little. And I'm like,
little tiny.
But you know what? It is so refreshing to have somebody, Patty, like that that actually comes out, does work, and is concerned about it.
Well, yeah, just didn't slap it together and done. No, he's really.
And I might be the weird one with the customers, because some customers are like want everything
nitpicky.
I'm just not. So anyway, thank you, Myron, as always. So that was my Friday, and then Saturday we didn't really do much. We ran out to some stores, and then we got home because I wanted to watch football. Yeah, because the Boilers were on, and finally figured out how to win a game. Yeah, but then Sunday, I guess, was the big day. We ran to Fort Wayne.
We made a mistake of watching some Christmas decorating channels again, and I love it when they go into like Home Goods or TJ Maxx or stuff like that, and they show you, because sometimes they have great deals. Like we had went to Hobby Lobby on Saturday. I now remember. Yeah. I was looking for some things for like my classroom or for here, little things to add, and they had some really cute like things that I wanted at Home Goods. So we went down and I got some stuff, but yeah. So
now we've got, we're literally about a week out from Thanksgiving.
I know, isn't that crazy?
I mean, it's flying by, and then Christmas will be here before you know it.
Oh, you know it. It's always like that.
If anybody's planning to come to Happy Acres next summer, Angie's having a big weekend sale, Black Friday through Cyber Monday.
Yep, she's already working on it.
Yeah. So, and we kind of wanted to give you guys the heads up on this if you're interested. So on Friday, she is going to be doing a 50% off Cinco de Mayo weekend, which last year Cinco de Mayo weekend was fabulous.
It was awesome. It was so much fun, and the food from the 6, it was just great.
Patty, when is that?
Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's going to be that weekend of May 5th. So Friday, Saturday night.
Yeah.
And you can, if you book on Black Friday, you get 50% off. She'll have the code. We'll make sure we post on our social media. But you can literally camp for 50% off. And it's going to include the taco party again, which last year's taco party was more like a Mexican buffet.
And it was awesome.
Can't promise it'll be like it was last year, but there will be a taco party. And then Saturday and Sunday, she's going to have a gift card offer. So let's say you don't want to commit to May 4th and 5th or whatever weekend that is, but you're like, yeah, we're coming to Happy Acres next summer at some point. You can actually buy gift cards. I think it's going to be one of those deals where like you buy 50 and you get 10 extra, which ends up being about a 20% savings. So, and then you can just have your gift cards, and then when you're ready to book your reservations, you can do that. And you could use that for the TWD camp out next fall or whatever.
Right.
So, and then on Monday, if you don't own an RV and you want to come to Happy Acres, I believe Monday is going to be Cabin Cyber Monday or Cyber Cabin Monday. Or
Cyber Cabin Monday?
I don't know. The specials are going to be on the cabins, and so far she hasn't told me what the special is, but I think there's going to be some discounting on cabin rentals.
Nice.
So just kind of wanted to give you a heads up, maybe mark it in calendar, because especially anyone who's thinking about coming Cinco de Mayo, 50% off. And this brings up an interesting question, and I have had several people ask me, and I thought maybe we should just go ahead.
I know what you're going.
Yeah. So I know a couple of you reached out and said, like, hey, you guys are really heavily involved in Happy Acres. Are you part owners? And the answer to that would be
no.
No, we don't have any money.
I have no money.
So it would be hard for us to be part owners. We just really like Kevin and Angie.
Well, and we went in like basically we're going to help Angie and Kevin get the YouTube channel going and Instagram and all that stuff. All that social media that you're a whiz at. So basically you've been educating her.
I don't know that I'm a whiz. Based upon the number of subscribers and our view count currently.
Come on. But anyway, so you kind of like were her teacher, and helped her out and got her going, and we did things to just help. Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But no, we're not.
And they just asked, do you guys want to come back and maybe be a little bit more involved this coming year, which we said we'd love to.
Sure.
But no, we are not owners. We have no ownership stake. And so, yeah.
Nope.
But it's a fair question. I would, if I was watching this channel and seeing everything, I would maybe think that too.
Right.
And so please continue to drop your questions down below. It gives us something to talk about.
Absolutely. It's an update on the pups. They had their health checkup over.
That's what we did on Saturday morning. That's right. How did I forget the VET visit?
Well, it went well. It went good. I just didn't. Sissy she had so much anxiety that morning. I've never seen her, like she was almost, I don't know.
She was a live wire.
She was just, the way she wasn't really barking. It wasn't really a yip. It was
kind of
I couldn't.
Like a yippee?
I just couldn't explain it. And she just couldn't sit still and get comfortable. Now this guy, Truman, was just mellow, really. And so they did awesome though with the check and their shots, and they didn't have any reactions. They've gained some weight, like we all have. So.
Truman weighed in at 28 pounds. And
He's
Bess
gained 2 pounds since last year, and she gained a pound.
She's up to 17.
They'd like this guy to be down to what?
He said lose a pound or two would be great. But here was the thing about the weight. He did not actually bring it up.
You brought it up.
I asked, do you think he's overweight? And he kind of smiled and he goes, well, I wasn't going to say anything. He goes, I wouldn't say he's overweight, but he's definitely getting close,
Right, we want any more.
And he said, ideally, if you could get him down a pound or two, that would be great. But he goes, I wasn't going to say anything because it's not like he's obese or anything.
No. And then last year, she had some teeth issues. And so we really worked this past year on getting her teeth cleaned up. And her teeth are awesome, he said. His now needs some work. So we're going to be working. I got new chew bones coming and greenies and brushing and really try and keep them both clean for next year's
And then he found an issue with her hip or
her knee, her back leg, the knee.
Yeah.
And basically what it's happening is he said there's arthritis in there and the knee joint pops out every now and then when it'll just go straight on her, and then she may walk a little funny and then it pops back in. So we could have done surgery, which no, we're not doing that.
What do you say, $3,000 to $5,000?
You have to go to a specialist. And we're not going to put her through that because she's not like crying when she walks. You wouldn't even know it. And then, so we basically said what, like
like a glucosamine or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So it's a daily supplement.
There you go, supplement for these guys.
And honestly, they're a soft chew. The only real downside is they're about what did I tell you, about $1 a piece.
Yeah, they're pretty pricey.
But we just decided to put them both on because he has had some issues in the past.
I got to thinking later, his like kind of did that because I thought when we had the Lance, our bed was so high that Mr. Daredevil here would just one time just jumped off, and I think we thought he hurt himself because he was walking funny. And I remember him, but never her. So, but he in the the vet saw something here when he felt her through for her exam, and not him. So.
But the main thing is they are up to date on their shots. They're still good and healthy and ready for another travel season.
Yep, they're all ready with their vaccines, ready to go. So
that's what we did on Saturday.
That was most of our Saturday. That's
why it was so stressful. These guys were stressful. We were stressed too. Yeah, let's be honest.
Well, I just couldn't figure out why, because normally she's not like that, and she just she was just out of it.
All right. Thanks so much for staying here with us, coming along with us on this journey. And until next time, we'll see ya.
On down the road.
Bye.
Travels with the lady. We'll see you on down the road.